I remember the first time I was called Bropra, which I embrace now because of what I understand in particular that people are saying is that there's a feeling that they get that is familiar to them when they watch my work that feels like Oprah, that cracks them open in a way or that makes them think about something in a way, the aha moments and stuff like that. I'm good with that.
I'll take that.
She's a billionaire.
I was gonna say she got a couple dollars out. Yes. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Check-In with Black Menswear. Yo, we're here. We are season 6, and as we grow, we are growing with some powerful people. Like my boy is Emmy-nominated. He hosted Access Hollywood. He hosted World of Dance. He hosted Couple with a Thruple, a Couple to a Thruple. And he's also his own Webby Award-winning host of his own podcast, which is called House Guest. My brother Sky Evans. How are you today, sir?
Let's get it, baby.
Come on, man. First of all, kudos to you for all of those things that I had to check off to say it.
Baby, listen, I get it. It's a long list.
Yeah, you be working.
We could be here all night.
You be working, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, how you doing, sir?
Man, I'm doing very, very well. I'll be honest with you. Today feels like it's been 72 hours long in the best way. You know how you try to, I don't know if you've ever had the experience of like shrinking time and expanding time.
Yeah.
Today, I made a very conscious effort when I got up. I was like, I want today to be the longest. I want to soak in all of this love. I want to feel all of this good. I want to be an extension of all of this light for as long as I possibly can.
Wow.
The things I'm experiencing today with House Guests is like what you pray for.
Yeah.
And so I just don't want this day to end. And so I'm so glad to be here with y'all. So glad to be sharing this time in this space, and cannot wait to dig in. And brother, you look sharp.
Nah, I appreciate it. You know,
the focus ain't soft on here. Okay, this brother is crisp, as my granddad would say.
I really do appreciate that, sir. You know, I got a brand to represent.
Hello.
You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, you didn't do it that episode.
And did.
Yeah, nah, I appreciate you. So I start every episode the same way. I'm gonna ask you this question because it helps me to tap into the mind of who my guest is.
Okay.
What is one quote or statement or scripture or something? What is one quote that you live by, something you heard a long time ago or even fairly recently that's really helped to shape you and to build you into who you are today?
That's a really good question. There are so many things I think I come back to and that empower me, help to refocus me, help to embolden me, things that remind me of who and whose I am. I think as I'm freeing myself from some of the more traditional senses and digging into, with greater context, our spiritual connections to this planet and the spaces that we move through. But I do come back to this one in particular, that we were not born with the spirit of fear, but love, power, and a sound mind. And that the understanding that it is not about, my first tattoo on my wrist when I was 17 years old. I had a fake ID. Thank you, Tyron. I got a tattoo on my wrist that said, "Go without fear" in some Asian language. I'm pretty sure it probably says, "Yo quiero Taco Bell," some other ridiculousness, but it symbolized for me going without fear. And what I have learned is that it is not the absence of fear we are seeking, but the boldness with it hand in hand. Go with me, fear, into this thing. Because you're going to have to go. Yeah. Because I'm moving.
Yeah, for sure.
And apparently you drawn to me for whatever reason. So get your ass in this car.
And we going to go together.
And we going to go together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a believer that fear doesn't necessarily have to be this thing that we are navigating against or it is our opponent, but it is a helpmate in some ways. You know, fear can light up your senses, keeps you alert, looking around and making sure that you are safe if you are channeling that fear or that energy in the right way. And so, go without fear. You were born without fear.
Yeah.
Love, power, and a sound mind.
Yeah, that's actually true. When you think about babies are fearless. They'll jump off the side of something and they'll run through something. You got to tell them, like, wait.
Oh, no. It's gonna hurt.
But then we should probably get back to some of that innocence, right?
Yeah.
That go without fear,
I will say though, one thing as a baby, I'm good. The clap. Every baby is afraid of a clap for some reason. It just like really jarring
Lock
to
them
them.
up. Yeah.
It's like, ugh. And I love a clap. I love an applause.
Yes.
I just want to be honest with you. So if we're going back to baby time,
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So as a baby, you was built for this stage.
you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you, like, who were some early role models for you that exemplified what you wanted to be in the industry, where you wanted to be positioned, where you are now? Were there any role models who you really turned to that poured into you or helped you to get there?
Yeah, I mean, I was for the most part raised in Indianapolis, Indiana, and so was heavily involved in an organization there called Indiana Black Expo. And so I was exposed to Black people being excellent on the highest levels of excellence, from everything from entertainment to politics to religion. I was around and interacting with, an intimate interaction with people who were making a difference in this experience of Americans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In particular, Black Americans. And so, being close to the work of Jesse Jackson, being close to the work of Reverend Williams, being close to the work of being able to witness. I was in high school. I was in middle school the first time I interviewed Destiny's Child, right? And so I was sitting on a floor in Erykah Badu's dressing room after a concert where she grabbed my face and told me to protect my voice because the curiosity and the boldness of my curiosity, other people had been killed for. People have been persecuted for my genuine and authentic curiosity in other people and compassion for other people. But Oprah Winfrey, hey, I mean, if you want to be on TV, you study Oprah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Ryan Seacrest, if you want to be on TV, you trying to figure out how does nobody else
stay with a job? He stay with a job.
Who is on the phone for him?
Yeah.
Cause ain't nobody else out there got a job. Ryan Seacrest got all the jobs.
Yes.
And so I remember when I was in high school, ran track, and I was, you get like a nickname. I was Black Seacrest. And, for the longest was trying to be Black Seacrest, and then decided that I was going to be Scott. It was going to be better to be me. But yeah, as far as people that were mentors to me from afar, yeah, I mean, I had many. I had many, and many that were close.
At what point, because you just brought it up, at what point did you decide, and not saying that you were trying to emulate these people or be these people, but at one point...
No, I was like, no, I'm to be very clear, I was like, how would Ryan Seacrest say the opening to World of Dance?
Okay, yeah.
And so the first time I ever said it, I said, and this is World of Dance.
You brought American Idol too.
And this is American Idol. That's not my voice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I was trying to do what a Black Seacrest would do because he's got all the jobs. It's not a bad thing to model yourself after.
Yes.
But I think that the thing that I decided really, truly at World of Dance to do a different thing because it was working and it would get me, I got the job and I was able to do the job, but I was like, if I want to stick around, I don't want to always be having to put on someone else or something else. Even when it came to Oprah, I remember the first time I was called Broprah, which I embrace now because what I understand in particular that people are saying is that there's a feeling that they get that is familiar to them when they watch my work that feels like Oprah, that cracks them open in a way or that makes them think about something in a way, the aha moments and stuff like that. I'm good with that.
I'll take that.
She's a billionaire.
I was gonna say she got a couple dollars out. Yes.
She taught me how to write a check. She literally taught me how to write a check to myself so that I would have the best understanding and the clearest vision of what it would mean to take home $1 million. And the first time I made $1 million, I wrote a check out to myself when I was doing an interview with her at her home. And I was like, I want her to believe this with me. Like if anybody is gonna have the energy, like I know my mama got me.
Yes.
But like my mama not a billionaire.
Yeah.
I need some billionaire energy on
For
this
sure.
check.
For sure.
Just put it right here, Oprah, and go like this. And so I showed her the check and she was like, oh my God, this is so exciting. And she turned me around and she was like, do you want to do this on camera or do you not want to do this on camera? I was like, girl, I don't give a fuck about these cameras.
Yeah.
What you about to say?
Yeah.
And she was like, do you want to take home $1 million or do you want to make $1 million? First of all, only a multimillionaire is even thinking that way. I was like, girl, what's the difference?
Right. Right.
Did we clear a meal or not?
Yeah.
She was like, well, the difference is several hundred, several $1,000s.
Yes.
And she said, you need to actually write this check for more. And she told me the exact amount of money I needed to write the check for, literally down to the cent, in order to take home $1 million because she said, Uncle Sam gonna come for that.
Get their money.
So you can't just make a meal to cash a meal. And I'll never forget. She said, you keep this check, you frame it somewhere, but you need to write another check.
Yeah.
When I tell you I got in that car and I wrote another check, and every single time I saw her, she'd be down the hall knowing that she's coming to see me, and she'd be like, Scott. She'd see me and she'd be like, where are we with the check?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, girl, we not close. Right now, we not.
We on the way though. We on the way though.
Girl, we not even a little bit close right now. In fact, I'm less than the last time I saw you because these student loans kicked back up. I thought they found me. And remember, we were at the Toronto Film Festival, and she was debuting the Sidney Poitier documentary on Apple TV, I believe. And I walked in the room. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. I walked in the room with her favorite tequila, chilled in shots. And when I walked in the room, she's there and all of her. She's like, Scott, right? And she sees me with the lime and the shots, and she's like, what is that? I said, well, we've got a little celebration later. And the way she ran over, she was like, yeah. I said, we're celebrating a little bit later, but we got some other stuff to talk about.
Yes. And
at 10 o'clock in the morning, Oprah Winfrey took a shot with me to celebrate me making my first $1 million.
Wow.
And so it was like
cue the applause.
Yeah, it was so like I'm not upset about it. I say all that to say I'm not upset about that. But I had a lot of people who I never really got, because I was pursuing this. I've been pursuing this thing for a long time, very clearly, very intentionally and intensely.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people told me I wasn't going to be able to do it. And most of the people that I was interacting with were like, what can I do for you to get you there, to not come in here again asking for something? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the one end, or others being like, I so see it for you. What do you need? What can I do?
Yeah. That's a radiation about yourself, you know. And I look at that as as we look at our community and we look at those that represent our community, there are people that have met people like you, but they didn't get there. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And as somebody who's attaining and still setting goals and still climbing different things, man.
Got a new check.
Come on. We writing multiple checks that we just waiting to get them all cashed in.
It's true.
Yes. Like what would you say was one of those where you kind of gave one of those moments, like a defining moment for people. Like what was a defining moment for you? Was it a job that you got or something where you were like, this is I am where I am supposed to be. I am doing what I am supposed to be doing.
Well, and that's so funny to think about. I don't know that if I'm ever without that, because I'm constantly moving through the space. Like, so in order to like interrupt my intrusive thought, like my busy, noisy, shitty background noise in your brain, in order to interrupt that, I am saying things like, people are tripping themselves in order to find resources to help me do what I need to do.
Yeah.
People are so excited about the opportunity to work with me that when my name comes up in rooms that I'm not in, it gets back to me.
Yeah.
I am a reflection of the light and the love that has been shown to me, and that when I am working, it is an invitation for people to be more themselves so that people who witness it go in pursuit of their own dream.
Right.
And so I'm constantly getting that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we're doing it.
Yeah.
I'm consistently getting the reverberation, the feedback of, you got it.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't that feel good? Don't that feel good?
Right.
There isn't a trophy. There's not a show. There's not an interview. There's not a viral moment that's like, that's it. It's a conversation that I'm constantly having with myself and with a source that I am deeply connected to. I was having a conversation with my sister. I call her my sister. She's also a mentor of mine, about breaking literally as it's happening. You know, you have these conversations of like, but nothing, you know, I've done this before and it didn't happen that way, or I've tried this and it didn't quite work out. And like that serves you for whatever, if you're conscious of that, it serves you because it happens. And like you get to prove that you were right, that it wasn't going to happen, or that it wasn't going to come through, or that people were going to fail you, or that you were dreaming too big, right? And so I was like, so it seems to me the actual lesson for you isn't that you never win or can't make this happen, but that what you say comes true.
Yeah.
So say some different shit.
Yeah.
Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, try it. Like, today is going to be a great day. Just start there. Because I choose. That doesn't mean everything's going to go the way that you want it, but you've decided whatever happens today is going to be a great day.
Yeah.
Like, small things, and I know this is going to maybe sound crazy or like woo-woo, but like a butterfly's going to send me a message today. Orange,
I understand what you mean.
is going to reveal itself to me today. Money from a place I would never have imagined is going to find me today or this week. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so I'm really aware that energy, that communication is real. And so I try my very best to be really mindful of what I'm saying.
Yes.
And what I'm receiving and what I value.
That's important.
Ultimately, what I value. The work, the connection that we have, the interactions that we get to participate in means so much to me. And I bring as much as I possibly can. Like, I feel like I'm vibrating right now. Right? Bring as much as I possibly can to every single interaction, because I know what it felt like to be on the verge of like, this shit ain't going the way I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
And one thing you saw, one thing you heard, clued you into a different frequency and was like, whoop.
Right.
And I'm going to be attuned. I'm going to be a vessel for,
Come on.
I'm going to be a vessel for that.
Absolutely.
And so every day I get to wake up and do the work that I get to do for the audience that gives a shit about it.
Yeah.
I have that.
Yeah.
I'm doing the right thing. I'm on the path. This is happening.
Man, I love that. I love the passion behind it.
Woo!
We built different, baby. That's what this season is about, being built different, bro. But I appreciate that energy. And I was going to ask you, like, how do you navigate how you come on screen for different shows, right? When you think about hosting, Access Hollywood is different than hosting World of Dance and Couple
to Thruple.
Right?
Yeah, they be thrupling. It's when two becomes three.
Right. So how do you just vibe with the energy and know, like, okay, this is what I need to bring to this set, so that way you're able to bring that out of others? Because with all of those, you are the catalyst for how well that show goes.
Well, I'm a through line for the experience.
Yes.
There's a whole bunch at play for if it can be successful, how successful it will be. There's a lot, and within the last 5 years, so much has changed that can affect the success or the spread or the bleed of these big shows. Any show, anything you put out, really. But for me, I have done my very best after making that decision that I wasn't going to continue to try to be someone else's version of this host position, that I was going to do the work of figuring out who and what I was meant to be doing or who and what I am and what I'm meant to be doing in this space, and focus on that. And so I think that the common thread is that, like, I want to be a reflection of the light and the love. And so I try to bring the vibration always up. You know, I've worked on some shows, some pilots and things like that, where they have sought a kind of salaciousness, and what they found with asking me to host or front or participate is that there's a whole lot more heart. There's a whole lot more humor. There's a whole lot more under the surface. Even if you get some of that, like, oh my God, can you believe?
Yeah.
She said what to her mama and said and did what? While there is some of that, we're still coming back to the heart of the matter.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you know what I mean?
For sure.
And so I think that's my approach, is always like, where is the reality in this?
Absolutely.
Where is the truth or the authenticity in this? And where is, if I were dropped in the middle of this, how would I actually show up?
Yeah.
And so while there is some difference in my approach on World of Dance and Access Hollywood and America's Big Deal and Couple to Thruple and whose line is it? And So You Think We're Related.
Come on,
and
drop that.
House
Yeah.
Party,
Yeah.
and So Close and Channel One News and the face of my NDTV.
What he said is he working.
And the host of the Indiana Pacer games, and the host of the Indiana Fever games, and a host and creator for 360 Degrees Television for Teens, and the Pike High School newscast. While there are differences in many, many ways to all of those gigs, the thing that I have always, that remains is like, where is the heart of this?
Yeah.
Where is the truth and the reality of this? And how do I create a space, even if it's just in our glance, that you feel comfortable enough with how I'm showing up, that you show up your best, right? And that, for me, if I'm able to accomplish that,
you did your job.
job well done.
Yeah.
Job well done.
Yes, sir.
If the prompter fucked up, if the microphones went in and out, if the signal went down on the live, baby, did you do what you were supposed to do?
Right. Control your controllables.
You damn Skippy.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I love that, man. And it's when you just think about the trajectory of where you can go when you do that. Like, basically what I heard you say was, do my job. Do my job. Represent the way I'm supposed to do. Don't worry about what you can't control, because some people get caught in that. But when you're authentic and you do what you're supposed to do, you take yourself on this path.
Yeah. Where things happen that you couldn't even dream of.
Yeah.
Where people come to you. So my first day on World of Dance, World of Dance happened to me it was a freak show, to be honest. I wanted to work on this show from the moment it was announced and it didn't even have a host, when it was like, maybe Derek Huff was going to be the host of the show and Neo and J-Lo were going to be the judges. I was like, I want to be on this show.
Yeah.
I moved to North Hollywood when I first moved to LA years and years and years ago, and took class with some of the best choreographers, the people that we see now, like at the forefront. I took Sean Bankhead's class. Yeah. When he was just teaching at Debbie Reynolds and Millennium in North Hollywood. Shout out.
Yeah.
Love you, Sean.
For sure.
And I bookie boo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wasn't bookie booing quite like he was bookie booing, but it was a boom cack.
Yeah.
I had it.
You had some.
You know what I'm saying? And so I wanted to be a part of the show, and they announced that Jenna Dewan was going to host, and I was crushed, but I was excited that something like this was going to be on TV. Yeah. I mean, I hadn't enjoyed dance on television since like Mario Lopez hosting America's Best Dance Crew on MTV. Like, I had wanted to be on that show.
Shout out Jabberwockies.
You know what I'm saying? Come through. Jabberwockies to this day in Vegas. They still fucking shit up. Yeah. Ain't that crazy?
Yes.
So the show gets announced, and I'm kind of crushed, but I'm watching. And I think 2 seasons go by with Jenna Dewan as the host, and the 3rd season happens. They announce they're not going to have a host. Jenna is going to go on some other projects, and there's going to be a hostless show. They get maybe halfway through filming the season, and I'm like, I just feel like this is not the end. So I get on, I'm rep by CAA at the time. I'm like, hey, y'all need to call somebody.
Make that call, yeah.
I know y'all know somebody that know J-Lo.
Yeah.
Hit her up. I need to be on this show. And they're like, yeah, we've actually submitted you. And they're like, we're just going to wait until next season. We're not going to have a host this season, and maybe we'll try next season. And I'm like, that's that's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
This wouldn't be on me, in me this way if that were the case. I remember running into Sahara Bushu. We were going to have drinks. She was the NBC executive at the time. And if at any point that you're like, don't nobody care about this story, please.
Man, tell the story.
Okay. So I run into Sahara Bushu, and she's the NBC executive and over World of Dance at the time. I tell her, I was like, I would like to get to know you. I would like to know what you're working on, how you're working, and how it could be of service to what you are creating here. Mm-hmm. And we go to drinks. Drinks turns into dinner. Dinner turns into, I have to go because I was supposed to be at a haunted house downtown for her. She's like, I was supposed to be at a haunted house downtown with my friends 20 minutes ago. I don't mention World of Dance at all. We get the check. I pick up the check. She's a network executive. Mm-hmm. I am a correspondent at the time on Access Hollywood. And we're walking out, and I said, can I walk you to your car? This is not a date. I'm not trying to date you. I'm not trying to be inappropriate, but I would like to walk you to your car. She was like, absolutely. Walk her to her car, and I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like my spirit is screaming, I have to tell you this. And I would do myself a major disservice if I didn't share how incredibly curious I am about working on World of Dance. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned it earlier that this is something that you're working on. And I just want you to know, I would host the shit out of that show. Mm-hmm. I would kill it for you. She was like, I know you would. I just don't think Jen wants a host. But let me talk to them and see.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to trust you with that. Yeah. I'm not going to ask you about it again.
Yeah.
That was on like let's say a Tuesday. The following Tuesday is the Billboard Music Awards, right? Mm-hmm. Downtown. I host the red carpet for Billboard. Mm-hmm. I go inside the show. Stevie Mackey, Jennifer Lopez's vocal coach, is a good friend of mine. We are standing in front of Ella May as she's performing that, what is the song? Boot up, to the point where we are singing harmonies with her so loud that she looks at us off the stage, because he's also her vocal coach. She looks at us and she's like, y'all need to calm the fuck down. How about I'm the one mic'd?
I'm performing, yeah.
What I didn't know is that Benny Medina and Elaine Goldsmith-Thomas, who are Jennifer Lopez's manager and producing partner, were standing right behind us watching this cut-up session ensue. The following day, so that's the following Tuesday, Wednesday, I get a call.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was on a Monday. Tuesday, I get a call from NBC and Tommy Crump that's saying, I have executives from World of Dance in my office asking to meet with you. You need to get to my office right now. Shout out to Tommy motherfucking Crump.
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
Because when I tell you she was the Harriet Tubman at NBC Universal, baby, get you a Tommy Crump in your corner. I run to her office, to the point where I get to her office, I'm like, so you said they was, you said it was here. She opens the door, she's like, yes, they take a second. They're here. The first question Elaine asked me was, no, I'm sorry. The first question was from Benny, and he says, why would you be the perfect host for World of Dance? And I said, man, because you ain't never seen nobody like me. And I care about what these people are doing. I've seen how dancers break their bodies to tell a story, how they jeopardize their health and their well-being to be a vessel of the message of light and of love. I get it. I've witnessed it. I believe in it. And I'm in awe of it. And like any member of the audience, man, I want to be as close as I can to it.
Yeah.
That was the one question I was asked in that meeting. The next thing Elaine said was, I feel like this is beshert. I don't know if you're familiar with the phrase, but it is I don't know, it's not a Hebrew word for kind of meant to be, or divine timing.
Yeah.
She's like, I feel it. I really feel like this is one of those instances, and I'm so excited to get to know you and see you, and I'm so impressed by you. And we were so moved by your energy at the Billboard Music Awards.
Yeah.
So I looked at Benny, and he said, when would you be comfortable, if we were to do this, would you be comfortable jumping right in? And I was like, I would be ready to jump in today.
Mm-hmm.
He said, all right. And that felt like a signal to me that was the end of the conversation. So I said, like I say in almost every interview when I'm going out for a job, is there anything that we have discussed today? And this is a note, I think, to anybody who's ever, if you're interviewing, close the interview.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we have discussed today that is a concern of yours, or anything that we have not discussed that would separate me from this opportunity? If there is, give me an opportunity now to address it.
Yeah.
And Benny Medina looked at me and said, no, there isn't. And I said, well, on that note,
so get up out of here. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get up on out of here, because you can go ahead and go ahead and go ahead and you can go ahead and bye.
Yeah.
And that was on a Tuesday. Wednesday, I got the call for the contract, the offer for World of Dance. By Thursday, I was in rehearsal. Friday, I was shooting my first episode of World of Dance. And I say all that to say that, like, all the evidence was this opportunity has passed you by. No, it's not an absolute.
Yeah.
Unless you were talking about consent.
Yeah.
It is not an absolute. You must find the alternative.
Yeah.
You must find or create your yes, which means you can't wait on other people like your agents or managers or friends or cousins or investors to do it for you. You have to generate that inertia, that momentum yourself, so that people can then subscribe to that. Don't nobody want to generate that shit for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say it was COVID. Now, fast forward.
Okay.
I've done 2 seasons for World of Dance. Blew it out the fucking water.
Yeah.
When they wanted to try to figure out a more reality show version, and they were like, oh, maybe we don't. And I was like, okay, but I'm going to be in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I still was. So fast forward a couple of years, and we're at COVID's time. Benny says to me, we're like in our pod. Benny says to me, no, I had never, the reason why I stopped talking in the middle of our interview was I have never experienced someone who has read the room and didn't sell beyond the sale.
Mm-hmm. Don't know. You already won.
Why you did it.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Done.
You did it also implies you understand that you've done it.
Yeah.
That you have more to do and I have more to do. Let's keep it pushing. He was like, I had never experienced it. And so while we should have probably looked at other people, it was very clear to me that you were the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that helps anybody out there.
No, it does.
Maybe it was a blessing to me.
It does. And I like that, like, a couple of things you said there that really resonated. One, like, it wasn't your time initially, but it was your time when it was your time.
Hello.
And you always have to prepare and be ready for when it is your time. Trill.
Yes.
Trill said something a number of years ago that really stuck with me. He said, you have to prepare for what you pray for. And that's one of those moments for you. Had you got it when you got it, you might not have been ready for it.
No.
Something might have happened and it might have been devastating to your future. But when you were ready for it, you were ready for it.
Yeah.
And that's beauty in just understanding that you didn't give up. You didn't get down on yourself. You're like, I'm gonna keep working. I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep thriving. I'm gonna keep growing. I'm gonna keep getting better.
I'm gonna keep having that in the
back of my mind. It's still a goal. It's still, yeah.
But also, I'm gonna add a level of compassion or empathy there also, because I do believe that Jenna getting the job first set her on a trajectory, moved her in her life the way that she was supposed to move. Sure. That it's really not also all about me.
Yes.
That the opportunity not coming to me, not finding it was somehow protecting me from something or allowing me to not mess it up, but that it was also an incredible blessing to her.
Yeah.
and that's how it was supposed to be.
For sure.
And not to consume myself with the idea of something that didn't happen for me still being about me.
Yeah.
Because like you got to develop, you got to work, you have to like let other stuff be other stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And
Look, now me trying to slide my jeans down.
I'm gonna ask.
This is nice leather. This is supple leather. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm sliding all in this supple leather.
Let me ask you. So before we got on, you were talking about a show that you're self-funding, self-producing. It's amazing. It's an amazing podcast.
Housecast, man. Yeah.
Yes. But what I heard, I don't know if people know this. That was practice for you. You were practicing for something else, and then it just took a life of its own.
Yeah.
What lesson can you extrapolate from that to where you thought you was doing something for this? A guy had a different plan for you.
Yeah.
But now you're nominated within it. You know, you're putting yourself, you're winning Webbies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For the work that you're doing.
LA Press Club winning. You know, we just recently won a National Association for Journalists award for my episode with Cynthia Erivo for Best Profile. And we were nominated against CBS News, ABC News, Dateline, NBC News, like heavyweights in this business. Some of which were also profiles on people from Wicked. And the first place award went to us, and one of the captions from the judges said, it felt like we were all there interacting with this group, interacting with these two.
Yes.
Like we were all right there with them, meeting her for the first time.
Yes.
And that's a point of great pride for me.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, Housecast has been like we started as an opportunity for me to I tell young people who are always like, what do I do right now? Like, I want to do what you do. And while there is a beautiful expression of desire in that, it is also a ping of I would say maybe concern or fear that I have when that's the phrase that's given to me.
Yeah.
I want to do. Tell me what I should do. I want to do what you do one day.
Yeah.
It sometimes it articulates to me that we don't have a very clear vision of what we want to do, and like what are the steps that you're taking already. Because we shouldn't be starting now. We want to be like, I've already started.
Yeah.
What advice this is what I'm doing.
Right.
What you got for me?
Yeah, for sure.
But the thing that I often say is demonstrate some success. Find a way to demonstrate some success. Find a way to practice enough that you can demonstrate some success, because gone are the days where a network or a show or a record label or a fashion team or even a social media manager are going to pluck you out of obscurity and discover you, throwing you into an experience that you have never done or succeeded in before. And so find ways to demonstrate your proficiency, your knowledge, your efficacy, and success.
Yes.
And so I wanted to make sure that I had my 10,000 hours.
Yes. Yes.
Right? My level of mastery clear.
Yeah.
So that when Jimmy Fallon was ready to step down from The Tonight Show, that I was ready to step into the job.
Yeah.
And there wasn't nobody taking a chance on me. I've been doing this.
Yeah.
I'll just do it for you now.
Yeah.
Not for free.
Not for free.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so, yeah, Housecast started as an opportunity for me to try to do more of that. My job at Access Hollywood is a snapshot, a snippet of what I do in a room when I'm doing an interview.
Correct.
And so Housecast was an opportunity to change that format, to change that perspective, and to show what I'm really capable of, and to show what I've been doing for years.
Yes.
And the fucking first episode went viral with Kevin Frederick.
Kevin on stage, yes, it did.
And so I couldn't like just practice with a small
you
group
picked the wrong
YouTube,
person
right? Fuck.
Yeah.
Which was beautiful.
Right.
But also like it let me know that not only is there an audience that is ready to receive me in this space,
Yes.
that I don't need to be waiting on Jimmy Fallon to do anything.
Yes.
We can get it ourselves.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So that's what we're
Yeah.
building.
Yes. I love it. And I admire that risk, not even the risk, the process.
Yeah.
I admire the process that you show and that you taking, because that was a study tactic for you
Yeah.
to say, let me do this. Let me show that I can do this, and let me get my hours up
Get my hours up.
in this particular space.
I want to be
and-
undeniable in this
for
space.
sure.
I wanted you when you see my name on a short list, or you're like,
Yeah.
who's
Right.
the guy?
Right.
Who's the guy?
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
And when I say I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna still do this too, you can't say nothing because it's mine.
Yes.
Because I'm the guy.
I want to ask you a controversial question.
Come on with it.
Okay. So
Is it really controversial?
no, not really. It's
Okay.
not really controversial.
I was like,
When you when you think about, like,
check in.
you've been on, you don't got to give me their name, right? So you've hosted, you've met a whirlwind of people
Yeah.
from
I'll tell you.
top to bottom.
Yeah.
Who's somebody you wish, like, God damn, I wish I never met that asshole?
You want a list? Or no, but for like real talk, I will say this. I will preface with this because I'm going to actually answer your question.
Okay, all right.
There are situations where I would normally never say, like, actually answer the question.
Yes.
I'd give you some sort of like walk around, but I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
But I am going to preface this by saying, usually, in most cases, people are on their best behavior with me because it's a very short period of time. They know that I have a megaphone to air whatever our interaction was, and that I'm also working in service to promotion of their project, promotion of their brand identity, promotion of whatever it is we are in that room for, right? We don't just happen to be doing an interview.
Yeah.
Almost never.
Yep.
So I usually get to experience people when they're on their best behavior.
Yes.
And so, having said that, if you with me cannot be on your best behavior, you are probably a person who often is not on their best behavior. There are many reasons why I know people are not, and some of which I give great credence or allowance to.
Yeah.
That we all have bad days.
Yes.
And that it can be particularly taxing to do interview after interview after interview after interview, regardless of the magnificent energy that I bring you and lay at your feet
Yes.
in service to your project.
Right.
Because I get paid the same regardless.
Right.
To be clear. Sofia Vergara and Bobby Brown were two of the most unbearable interviews or interactions, because not only were they disrespectful, and I felt in some way, to the preparation that I had done, and honoring of the moment, but also to our crew. Sofia, both of which have rectified those scenarios with other interviews, other interactions, and other instances, but were really tough to deal with. And I was really disappointed with, because, you know, I watched Modern Family and I was like, Sofia Vergara?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do this, girl.
Yeah.
And it was hard. And I don't typically answer that question that way. All of my friends know that's how I feel. And Bobby Brown, I think, felt held to task during an interview that I did with him for his book because of the amount of times that I mentioned Whitney Houston's name, when Whitney Houston's name is mentioned in his book
Enough.
a fair amount of times.
Yep.
My first traveling piece, or the first piece that I traveled for Access Hollywood, was the body committal of Bobby Christina. It was the first thing I did on the road for Access Hollywood. And I'll never forget the heaviness. I cover hard news of, everything from Boko Haram and the Bring Our Girls Back campaign to atrocities all over the world, sadness, grim details from all over the world. Malala Yousafzai being shot in the face on her school bus because she was going to school. I met her, did one of the first interviews with her in the U.S. on U.S. soil. The gravity of that interview was major for me, but I wanted to be an accurate reflection of our interaction and his book.
Yeah.
And he said to me, my brother, it seems like you got a lot of questions about Whitney Houston. You saying Whitney Houston a lot to me. I'm Bobby Brown. Which seemed to be loaded with his own
right dealings, whatever you
dealings. We've since have had fantastic interactions.
Yeah.
But those two were really, really very tough. And that one in particular was tough because I felt like I was handling him with great care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you handle with care, but I love the fact that they were able to be rectified.
Yeah.
And since then it's been
I don't want this like nobody.
Yeah, right.
I don't want no beef.
Right.
But I'm also gonna be honest.
For sure.
And now those two were really tough.
For sure.
And I've had tough interviews. It's not that they weren't open or honest or anything like that. It just was there was a level of yes.
Toughness. Well,
beyond the usual.
Now, beyond the usual. Well, I will say, I really appreciate having you join us today.
Of course.
On the check-in. You got me choked up a little earlier. You killed me with kindness thereafter. You broke it up with humor. So I really appreciate that. I end the show one way every show.
Okay.
You're going to look at this camera. You're going to repeat after me. You're going to say, "Dear Black man," you're going to give our community a message.
Okay.
All right. Now, before you do that, you guys have made it to another episode of the Check-In with Black Menswear. Season 6, we talking about being built different. And my brother Scott talked a lot about being built different. He talked about resilience, talked about consistency, talked about walking in your purpose and being in your purpose and not getting taken off by the wayside, trying to be somebody else. And I know for a fact that someone out there listening needs to hear that message. So 3 things I need you to do for me to get more of that. 1, subscribe to the channel. 2, like this episode. And 3, share it out because somebody needs to hear the message that my brother Scott came through today and dropped here on this episode of the Check-In with Black Menswear. All right, now that y'all have done all 3 of those, y'all listen up. He's going to close us out here. Dear Black man, look in that camera, repeat after me and finish that statement. Dear Black man, on you, Scott.
Can I say 2 things?
Come on.
Okay. 1, I want to reiterate what Dre said because you need to understand that the request of commenting and subscribing and sharing is not some obtuse or run-of-the-mill request. In order to do more of what these people are doing and wanting to bring to more of us, it is required. We can't make it move if y'all don't help. So like that's not just like a cute thing to say, like, subscribe, and comment. Like that's how we show our buy-in. That's how we get more buy-in. That's how we bring you more of this. So that's so serious.
Thank you.
And I love that you include it in all of your episodes because it's so necessary. So if you have it in your heart and you can just tap that just tap it.
Tap it.
We'll wait.
Tap it.
Thank you. Dear Black man, you are enough. Before anything, you are enough. Love you, all of you. We need you. We are waiting for you. Love you. We are you.
No, just like that, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. We gonna do this again. We gonna do it in your backyard, though.
Come on.
Y'all see another episode of Check-In, man. Thank y'all for joining us, and we'll see you soon.